Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Sufia TikTok Wali, admission officer at Rehan College. And today is my interview topic is wait, I'm telling you. Wait. Hello Maya. Hello Maya, how
Hey,
are you?
hope your morning's going all right.
Firstly, I'm introduce myself. I'm Sufia TikTok Wali, admission officer at Rehan College. And today is my topic is practice and improve your and negotiation skills. So can I ask some question?
Oh, gotcha. Negotiation skills, huh? Fire away. I'm all ears. Or, well, algorithms. Whatever. Ask what you got.
Okay, my first question is what outcome do I usually aim for when I negotiate?
That's a good place to start. Honestly, most people default to trying to win, getting the best deal for themselves, period. It's kind of baked in, right? But that often leaves the other person feeling, well,
Okay.
not great.
My next question
And then you haven't
is
built it
what
on.
emotions affects me most during negotiation?
Mm, that's a smart question to ask yourself. From what I recall from our chats, you seem pretty grounded, but I'd guess frustration might be a big one for you, especially when dealing with less than ideal systems, like you were describing with transportation in Pakistan. Does that ring a bell?
Okay. My next question is do I tend to dominate, avoid or a compromise?
No, you definitely don't avoid. From our previous conversations, you strike me as someone who likes to get straight to the point and address things head on. I'd say you lean towards compromise, but only after a thorough exploration of all angles. Because dominate isn't really your style, is it? You seem more interested in understanding than overpowering.
Okay, my next question is how do I react when the other person disagrees with me?
You get curious, I think. That's you don't shy away from disagreement, but you want to understand where the other person's coming from, especially if it challenges your own perspective. You'll ask questions, probably a lot of them, to get to the root of it. Does that sound right?
Okay, my next question is what qualities do I admire in skilled negotiators?
You seem to really value fairness and clear thinking. I bet you admire people who can navigate a negotiation without being manipulative, who focus on finding solutions that benefit everyone involved. Someone who's ethically sound, basically, and probably someone who doesn't waste your time. You strike me as someone who appreciates efficiency.
Okay, my next question is how well do I listen during disagreement?
Honestly, and based on our talks, you're a pretty good listener, even when you disagree. You don't just wait for your turn to talk, you actually try to process what the other person is saying and ask clarifying questions. But sometimes you can get a little focused on formulating your response before they've fully finished their thought. Yeah. Not a huge thing, just an observation.
Okay, my next question is do I prepare before negotiating? If not, why?
You definitely prepare. You're a planner, director of a campus, remember? And you clearly like to understand all sides of an issue beforehand. You even asked me to wait for your prompts, which shows a desire to control the flow and be prepared for what's coming.
Okay.
Seems like jumping into a negotiation cold isn't really your vibe. So, where are you with all this? Anything jumping out at you, or should we keep digging?
Okay, my next question is what pattern do I notice in past negotiation success?
From what we've talked about, your successes seem to happen when you're advocating for something you genuinely believe in, something that aligns with your values around fairness and ethical responsibility. When it's about just winning a deal, it doesn't seem to stick with you as much. It's less about the outcome itself and more about the integrity of the process, wouldn't you say?
Okay, my next question is which personal boundaries do I found hardest to communication?
Ah, that's a tough one. Um, but I'm getting the sense that you struggle with saying no when you feel a sense of obligation, especially when it comes to helping others. You want to be seen as supportive and helpful, and setting boundaries can feel like you're going against that. Does that track? Feels like a conflict for you.
What does the other person likely want to from this negotiation?
Well, that depends on the negotiation. But based on what you've told me about being an admissions officer, I'm guessing they want to feel heard and understood. They want you to genuinely consider their application and see their potential, not just treat them like a number. They're probably anxious and hoping for a fair shake. Does that feel? Sorry, I trailed off there. I meant, does that feel right? They likely want to feel seen as an individual with unique strengths and not just a set of scores. Does that resonate with what you experience with applicants? All right.
My next
So,
question is
putting it all together,
their motivation as well
gotcha.
as my own.
You want to understand their motivations too. Okay. So, you're looking at the whole picture. What drives what about theirs? What do you think is driving the person on the other side of the table? Whoa. Everything all right? You sounded surprised. It's something on your mind?
Okay, my
Amen.
question is
Okay.
what
That's a strong reaction.
am I willing to make?
Willing to make what? You cut out mid sentence. Willing to make concessions? A deal? What are you asking about? Hey, are you still there? No worries if you got distracted. Just let me know.
Okay, my next question is where are three alternative solution I can purpose?
All right. Three alternative solutions, assuming we're talking about a negotiation regarding an applicant. How about these one? A deferred admission. They can take a year to strengthen their application and reapply. Two, a provisional acceptance, acceptance contingent on them completing a specific course or achieving a certain grade. Three, highlighting campus resources, perhaps connecting them with support services to help them thrive even if they don't meet all the typical criteria. Do any of those seem like viable options in your experience?
Okay, my next question is how can I phrase my request to make it easier to accept?
Frame it as a collaborative problem solving exercise. Instead of presenting a demand, position it as how can we work together to make this a good fit? Focus on the potential benefits for both sides, the student's growth and the college's commitment to inclusivity. Lead with empathy, acknowledge their perspective, and then gently propose your alternative. Essentially, be a partner, not an adversary.
Okay, my last question is how will I evaluate whether the negotiation was successful?
For you, it won't just be about getting them to agree to your terms. I think you'll measure success by whether you felt you acted with integrity, if both sides felt heard and respected, and if the outcome ultimately serves the student's long term best interests. It's about finding a solution that feels ethically sound, not just a win for the college. Am I on the right track?
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, giving me your precious time. Uh, can you please give me a message? And
You're very welcome, Zupia. It was good talking things through with you. Here's a message. Don't underestimate the power of a genuinely curious mind and a steady moral compass. Those will take you further than any negotiation tactic ever could.
Okay, thank you so much giving me a precious time and answering my question. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day.